Hey YouTubers, Grimmy Dragon here, and it's once again review time. We're going to be looking back at Titan's Return at some of the Scout class, or I'm sorry, the Legends class figures, and we're going to be looking at Rewind today. So this should be. So here we got Rewind in his Data Slug mode. As you can see, he's a brick. Yeah, it's not that far off from his cassette mode in G1, so it's acceptable. I mean, at least they got a little decal on there that looks like his cassette mode, which is pretty nice. Also has the usual cell phone details. It's pretty cool. Got the little red button at the bottom. Got a nice little Autobot badge right at the top. And in this one, you even get a little power button. And the prerequisite headphone jack. So this one's all decked out pretty good. I like it. And you can also see he has weapon storage in here as well. But yeah, he's pretty much a little brick. So we're going to get some quick comparisons in. Try to make this as efficient as possible, if we can. So we're starting off with G1 Eject, because I don't have a G1 Rewind, and Eject's the same mold. As you can see, cassette to Data Slug, rectangle to bigger rectangle. So yeah, that's pretty good. We'll bring in United Rewind. Well, not United. This is the Transformers Collectors Club Rewind. Sorry for which version. It's based on United Rumble, so that's where I got mixed up. Anyway, yeah, we'll bring this one back again later because it will have relevance in another mode, of course. They all will, but that one specifically. And we'll bring Fall of Cybertron Rewind in. Again, much smaller. So yeah, as you can see, this is a little bit of a larger Rewind than previous versions, since it's meant to go with Titan's Return. So let's get him into his other mode. So we'll start by moving the camera so I can see where I'm. Make sure everything's in focus. We'll take the gun out. Come back to that. Move these around. These are rather tight, so be careful. Put them in to that little divot there. Rinse and repeat. Yep, that goes in there. And gun goes in here. And voila, we have a little tank. And it's actually a pretty nice looking tank too. And of course the tripod doesn't want to work with me. Let's see. That will do. But as you can see, it's a nice little tank, rolls well. Just on those little caster wheels. Pretty cool. You do have some ports on the top for Titan Masters to ride, which is awesome. And the turret can go up and down. It can't move left and right, unfortunately, since it's attached to the back bit here. But yeah, you got some nice treads in there. Looks pretty good. So another quick comparison, and we're only going to bring in TFSS Rewind because he's the only one that's relevant with this particular mode. We get these out a bit. You can spread them. And yeah, this is definitely a little bit more noticeable of a nod, because this one's a little tank. Like this one here is a little tank, as was United Rumble and Frenzy. And this is going to be a Rumble and Frenzy, so it's a tank too. That's pretty cool. But we still gotta get this into robot mode, so let's get to transformation. Again, we'll take the gun out. Just move these out to the sides. We'll start with the feet. Move the ankles. Oh, the toes, I mean. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, but whatever. Yeah, we got the elbows. Pop the chest. And put in the head up. And yeah, we'll actually put the gun on his arm. Somewhat similar to his G1 self there. But there you got Rewind in his robot mode. So now we got him robot mode. This is a pretty nice figure. As you can see, the details are done quite well, even a little nod to IDW with that little head camera, which is pretty cool. The gun can plug into the arm or into his hands. I got it into the arm for a G1 homage. You know, that's just what I wanted to do. I like the paint though. Got some nice gold, well, yellow on the chest. That's actually yellow, not gold. Okay. You got the Autobot badge. Have a little bit of red on the shoulders, which is nice. The tank treads are the legs, so that silver's showing pretty good. And the face is done fairly well, although the mouth plate is a bit sloppy. It's not quite going all the way on as far as paint goes, which is sad. Eyes are done very well though, so I like that. Now for articulation, we got a swivel at the head plus up and down thanks to transformation. We got ball joints at the shoulders with somewhat limited, but you do have that up and down, so you got some movement. You got bicep swivels, hinged elbows, no waist, but you have ball jointed hips and ball jointed knees, so he's fairly posable. Looks good. I like it. Yeah, he looks ready to go. Now for some quick comparisons, we'll bring in G1 Eject. Again, you can see why I want the gun on the arm. That actually looks pretty good. We'll bring in the Collector Club Rewind. Oh, move them in a little closer. Back this up just a tad. Too far. There we go. So you can see a real nice look. And you know what? I do like the new Rewind a little better. So yeah, we got that. And we'll just pop in Fall of Cybertron Rewind because he's there. And yeah, this is definitely better than this little thing. I think anybody would say that. So yeah, that. And you know, kinda gotta, we're going to do another one more comparison, and that's with his Spark Mate from More Than Meets the Eye, the comics. You know, his IDW best buddy, Chrome Dome. And yeah, those guys do look pretty good together. That's the Collector Club version of Chrome Dome. I'll probably take another shot like this once Titans Return Chrome Dome comes out. Well, as you can see, these two do go very well together. And Rewind is an excellent figure. Okay, that'll wrap things up for Rewind. A very nice figure. I actually like it a little bit more than the club figure, honestly. At least for Rewind, I'm not sure if I feel the same way for using that mold for Rumble and Frenzy. But we'll get into that when those figures come out, so I hope you've enjoyed this little video. Please like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. And I will see you next time, so until then, goodbye out there, whatever you are.